Hi guys, Raji Rab once again with you. Thank you so much coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Your time is very valuable, and so is our future altogether. Remember, guys, we are in this together, all of us, all of us. Forget about the divisions. All Americans are in this together because we are going to go away. Our generations will face the difficulties after all those things, all those business that we remain unfinished will come and haunt our future generations. Okay, so we have to do whatever we are doing for ourselves, and we need to have a better future for our next generation to make sure that we leave a clean path, an easier task for our next generation to move it to further advancement. Okay, guys, so I want to talk about a little bit today, as I told you, about my election contest. Okay, guys, I need your mind, I need your brain, I need your intellect right now, and I want to share with you why I went to the court. Okay, we have an amazing justice system. Not every level works for us. Sometimes judges are also human. They look at it differently, and then when what we have to do is we have to fight for what we believe in. We have to go to the next level. So in my elections, I came across great deal of injustice. You know, my constitutional rights were violated, due process rights were violated. Among other things, there was blatant malconduct. So this is not about any party politics, okay? This is not about red or blue or Democrat, Republican, or independent. No. It's nothing to do with any party politics. It's about all of us. What do we all want? We want clarity, transparency. We want to remove doubt so the other guy doesn't have any opportunity, okay? A guy like me who had greatest public support. You know, I know everybody, almost all the businesses in the district, and those people that I don't personally know me because I've gone so intensely into district for the last 25 years. And, you know, talking to people, solving their issues, being there present for them. And I've mentored a lot of students, been to every nook and corner of the district. I know all the streets. I've driven around, been there, and people know me, okay? So comes the election night, and I see the results during the daytime, exit polls, and all those people, my voters and supporters who were around collecting data, was shocked to see the results. So I went to the registrar office, and I was shocked to find out there that they started counting election results 10 days before the election. And this was a shock for me because I did not expect it to go that way. I expect to follow rules, and especially the registrar office, I expect them to follow rules. So why are the election codes designed? Why are they made in a way that they're made? They're made there for the legislature to focus into legislative intent. The legislative intent is that nobody misuses the election process, not those who are in control of the government, not those who are in control of the election system, and not those who are employed or working on behalf of the election system. Of course, those people who are controlling the election system have the control and can use it to unfair advantage of the others. So this is why the election code is designed. So there's an election code 15101B. I'm not going to go read it word to word right now, but I'll tell you what it says. It says that the processing of ballots may start 10 days before election, and that envelopes can be opened and be prepared for machine read. Okay, listen to my words, prepared for machine read. And then there comes the controlling part of the election code that says, under no circumstances. Guys, I want you to know this because I want to hear what you have to say. Under no circumstances, this is the controlling part. Under no circumstances may a vote count be accessed or released before 8 p.m. on the day of the election. Under no circumstances may a vote count be accessed or released before 8 p.m. on the day of the election. Now, this is very clear. Okay, there's no confusion here at all. But the people who started accessing ballot count, accessing vote count before 8 p.m., their argument was that, no. Initially it says you can start processing ballots, so Processing meaning we can do anything we want. And that's not true. This is now how it is, and this is why I want you to look up election code 15101B, election code 15101B, which they now turn into B1. Now it's become 15101B1. Same thing, exactly the same thing. In the 2020 election, they just twisted it and made it 15101B1, and took a little. It started counting a little more earlier. The ballots. They're saying we're not counting. We're just processing the ballot. So the whole game is using and twisting the words and saying we are processing the ballot, whereas actually they are counting the ballot and basically tampering with the system, destroying us all. It's devastation. It's horrible, horrible, horrible when you start to use mince word, twist the law to take it and to pedal it towards one side or the other. Okay. Not good, not good. So my job is to make it very clear so that you guys can understand what happened. And I'm doing this because my case has now gone to Court of Appeals, where our justice system will take it to the next notch, and it'll be looked up from scratch. So I've asked them to see my case from the beginning. It's called by de novo. De novo meaning the appeal court judges are going to look at the whole thing from the very beginning. And what did I ask for? I didn't say check how many votes did they cheat, or how many votes did they took over, or how many votes did they bungle. I said, look at the law. The law says under no circumstances may a vote can be accessed or released. That the moment you violate that, you have tampered with the ballots, you have tampered with the system, you have tampered with the results. Okay, because you guys should know those people who violate the laws are no saints. Okay, they're not doing for any good. They're doing this under the garb of saying that, oh, we scanned ballots before because it falls under processing. No, it does not fall under processing, because processing means opening ballots and preparing them for machine read. Okay, so there used to be a system where they would do the machine reading of ballots. And that is no more, because now they spent, I can't believe it, the numbers. It's over 300 or 350 million they spent on this new system. Okay, the digital system, they're saying that they use for scanning of ballots. Okay, scanning of ballots. This is how they protect their side of the handling. We're not counting, we are scanning. And guess what happens? I'm going to get off my chair and get this chart for 1 second, so that I can show you what I'm talking about. You see this? This chart shows, now this is, I didn't make this. This chart is from the manufacturer of Smartmatic. They called it VSAP, but it was manufactured by a Smartmatic vote count machine. So there's no ill will by Smartmatic. They designed the machine. Okay, follow the law, use it after 8 p.m. on the day of the election. But what this machine does is that it shows right here. What it does is right upon scanning ballots. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly. Right upon scanning ballots, the ballots are not just scanned, my fellow Americans. The ballots are just not scanned. They are instantly decoded. Instantly, like this. They're when you go to the bank and you give them bunch of dollar bills or $5, $20 bills or $100 bills, and they have a machine that counts it so fast. This does it faster than that. So all the ballots that are put in for scanning, they're put in the scanner and they're scanned. The actual ballots are taken away. The ballot images are immediately transformed, converted. The word is decoded into cast vote records, my friend. Remember the word CVR, cast vote record. Cast vote record means, vote has been, it has been decoded now, because it's read as cast vote record. So the decoded vote record is now already out. At that point, 10 days before the election, the vote is just not scanned. It is counted instantly. And who's got the control of the machine? Very interesting. Who has got the control of the machine? Once again, who got the control of the machine? Whose hand is the machine into? I mean, the scanning machine, the Smartmatic VSAP. Whose hand is in it? So the person who's controlling the machine is the one who can see everything. Okay, and these guys say we just scanned, and the technical diagram here says that upon scanning ballots, they're instantly decoded, and this has been admitted by the officials, okay, election officials, because I went to them and we did a lot of back and forth writing in the court. You know, when they said, you know, on election night, I said, excuse me, is this machine scan count 2-in-1? And the answer was, no, it is not. They say just scan, no counting. And down the line, during my court case, under oath, the statements were, no, it's not a 2-in-1, not a 2-in-1 machine. And I tried to point it out again and again over to the judge that, look, they're making false statements under oath, and this is a 2-in-1 machine. And finally, ultimately, when I found this diagram through the discovery process, and guess what? The answer is yes, it is. It does do scan and count, but we didn't see it. Can you believe it? The answer suddenly is, yes, it is 2-in-1. Yes, it scans and counts immediately, but we didn't look at it. You know, we are saints. We had a blindfold. We are so good that we break the law, we violate the law, we let the machine scan count, but we look the other way. You believe in that? If that was the case, then there would be no punishments. If that was the case, there would be no law punishing people who violate the law, because nobody would ever violate the law, because there's no ill will. They're saying, even if the machine did, look, we didn't look, we are good people. No. That is not the case. We do not believe you. I don't believe you. American people would not believe that, because that's why the election courts have been put together, because anybody who is in power, who is in the government, whether it's a Republican, Democrat, or independent, the law should be equally followed for everyone, okay? Here it was violated, and it was violated. Why? Because machines could scan, read ballots instantly. And these machines were put into place. I don't want to blame the machine, okay, guys? It's the people controlling the machine. Guess who was controlling the machine? The guy who has thousands and tons of complaints against him, but he's so influential, he cannot be moved. His name is Dean Logan. Look him up. Look him up. I don't have to go into detail. Registrar Dean Logan. Look up his salary, the amount that he's getting paid. Oh my God! And he has the backing of all the incumbents. The people there, they love him because of whatever is going on. So Dean Logan, this Smartmatic machine, this scan count machine, in control of Dean Logan's hands, okay? And this guy starts scanning ballots 10 days before the election, violates the law, and says in the beginning, it's not a scan count machine, it's not 2-in-1. And later, upon my putting up this diagram and getting experts to read it and making declarations from experts to put it together in the court of law and say, look, this vote count was decoded upon scanning ballot. And these guys said, okay, even if the Smartmatic VSAP tabulation machine, tabulation means vote count machine, even if it's scanned, counted, we didn't look at it. So are we going to go let it fly by? And I fought it out. I filed a writ petition. A writ petition meaning it's going to go really fast, and the decision is going to come before the general election, so that I get the opportunity of putting my name in the general elections. But no, it was delayed, slowed down on purpose. I faced every kind of delay, and I approached the lower court, over and over again, say, please expedite the process. Please expedite the process. Please shorten the date. Please shorten the court date so I can have this. No, it was stretched out to the point that the general election came over. Now, in due process, in this process, my due process rights were violated, because I asked for to inspect the machines, because they were not letting me look at the machines, okay? And even if now, during the election, those Smartmatic systems are put behind a glass wall that people, even candidates, cannot see it. And it's like a museum. You can see it from outside only. You can't see what's going on inside. And the staff and election officials are gallivanting around behind the glass wall, looking at the machine, using them. But candidates and public and media cannot go inside and see what's going on. So these machines were used 10 days before the elections. Okay, 10 days before election, and the results were accessed. The vote count was accessed before 10 days before the election, and this violated Election Code 15101B, which says that which is in violation of 1600. So there are seven grounds for election contest, my friends. Okay, let me move this out here because I don't want to distract you guys. There are 7 grounds for election for contesting an election in California, and they fall under Election Code 16100. Okay, 16100. So 16100A describes malconduct as one of the conditions to contest the election, and there is 16100G that I selected. G meaning there was error in summation of vote count. Okay, and the moment there was malconduct because by tampering of with the machine and accessing vote counts 10 days before the election, the submission was already messed up. So how can we accept a vote count that has been tampered with? That means the submission has already been compromised. So I went with Election Code 16100A, malconduct, and 16100G. That meaning that the submission of vote count, they have been altered. So I went with all those two, Election Code 16100A and 16100G, to file my election contest. I'm talking to those of you who have been blessed with being attorneys and know the law and understand the law. But this is like a simple matter for general common public, to understand. The laws are made for public, not only for attorneys. Public must understand the laws. And it is very simple. There's Election Code 15101B that says under no circumstance may a vote count be accessed or released before 8 p.m. election day. That had been violated. And 16100 describes violation. It says if there's malconduct, it is violation. If a summation of vote count has been altered, if there's an error in summation of vote count, that falls under the election contest. Here, malconduct impacted the summation of vote count because it was accessed by tampering the election code. The election code completely defined prohibit. There's a prohibition clause. There's a prohibition clause that says it is prohibited to access vote count before 8 p.m. on the day of the election. Okay, they did that. So I went to court and I fought it tooth and nail, but I was up against not only the opposition attorneys who were trying their best to block the inspection, but I was also having a hard time to get the attention of the judge with this. I presented this, and in the final hearing, I said, Your Honor, I have admissible evidence. Look at this. It was ignored. It was ignored, and I brought in laws which say that the 16100A, 16100G, and lengthy explanation on my final hearing. And the interesting part, my fellow Americans, is when I made my final presentation, if you get a chance to look at the video coverage of my final hearing, when I completed my statements and the judge looked at the other side and looked at the opposing counsel to say what he has to say, you know what he said? That was too much, Your Honor. So basically, there was no response, no opposition. The only opposition there was, Your Honor, there's no admissible evidence. And I said, excuse me, Your Honor, I have it right here. And it was completely ignored. I did not get a fair trial. But that's okay. This is what our justice system is. If you don't get a fair trial, you go to the next level. And I bowed down to the injustice. I did not argue that because I was facing it. I faced terrible discrimination throughout the court case and terrible injustice because it was supposed to be a speedy trial. And finally, they stretched all the way where my name could not be placed in the general elections. And I said, no problem. I'm going to fight it. For me, it's not basically to push my name into the ballot, but to fight for justice, because there'll be another day. And I'm not going away anywhere. I'm fighting for justice to show that, hey, if you do injustice to the American people, Raji Rab is going to come after you. It's going to fight the rights of the people. So I filed my case in the Court of Appeals. It has been admitted. I filed my opening brief. Now, the appeal, in the appeal, you go against the judgment of the trial court or the lower court, and you have to explain the mistakes or the errors committed in the judgment or in the proceedings. So I put that together and I presented it to the Court of Appeal, and I am trying to reach out to you to share with you, because you are stakeholders to this great justice format. You are the stakeholders and shareholders to our great justice system, because you should know what's going on, because it's not about just another day. It's not just about another issue. It is the bigger mother issue of all issues. It's about our foundation. It's about our election system. Because if wrong people that you did not vote for get elected, you're not going to get anything, because they're going to work only and only for the corrupt system that put them there. Okay? And I'm fighting that, because I value your voice. I go and talk to you guys. I meet you guys. I'm driving from city to city. I'm putting my videos across. My face is known. My voice is heard. And I'm telling you right now that I want you to understand. I want you to not look aside and say, oh my God, oh, it's too complicated. No, it's not. It impacts us. It impacts our future. It impacts your future. It impacts the future of you, your family, your children, and your next generation is at stake. Because if we let this injustice spread out, then we will all be victims of this sooner or later. We are the United States of America, and we are not going to allow this injustice spread out and crush our rights, our values. Our families work hard day and night to get on to provide. Our kids, our families struggle day and night. The kids are looking up to us to provide to them. The kids are looking for the best of education, the best of facilitation, and they must be provided with equal opportunity. Whose job it is to ensure that? My job. That's why I'm running for office. That's why I want to set a precedent going to the congressional office to show to others how it is done. So it is not just to go and get elected and then hide behind, four walls. No. The purpose is to get there and start resolving issues. And how will you do that? You select the right person. Election process is already started, my friends. I just picked up the nomination papers, and this is what it looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like. And I'm going out city to city trying to get the signatures. Nomination process where you go out and get the signatures of the people, the citizens in your district. And it just name, address, and signature. No social, no driver's license, nothing. And this is necessary for filing, and I do it personally because it gives me an opportunity to meet you guys, to talk to you guys, and to involve you guys. You must be involved in the system. And District 30, which I've been working with now, has been redistricted, and the number has changed. The number is District 32 now, okay? So District 32 is District 30. District 30 that used to be District 30 is no more District 30, is District 32. It's been cut off a little bit here and there. Parts of Malibu and other places have been, I'm going to be putting the map very soon. And just waiting for it to be certified, and I'm going to put up a map so people know exactly what has been cut off of District 30 and what is District 32, which used to be District 30, is now made off, okay? But number one thing that is really permanently made off is this is me, Raji Rab. I'm permanent part of you and your families, okay? Whatever you go through, whatever difficulties you face, I am going to come and face it with you and remove it. My job is to make sure that you have a better future, and if any injustice falls upon anybody, I'm the guy to come to, okay? I'm not charging any fees for that. I'm going to sit down with you and find out what kind of attorneys are there who will take your case. And if when I get into Congress, I'm going to make sure whatever I can do to provide you justice, whatever I can to provide you relief, and whatever I can do from my own soul and personal resources to help you out, okay? This is what you need to know. There is a person, there is a guy you can go to. No matter how modern times, how, tough times, I'm there for you. So guys, again, address the issues by contacting me. Okay, guys? I'm Raji Rab. My name is Raji Rab. This is my channel. Please like and subscribe. There's no fees on subscribing to this channel. This will only make me stronger. And come and join me, because alone, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. But with you, I have every resource, every help. With you, I become powerful, strong to get things done for you guys, okay? Elections are coming up. Please spread my word. Please join hand. Please, let's make a force for peace and progress. And how does that force come to effect? Join me. You know, my office is in West Hills, California, but you can look at the email rub at rubforcongress.com. Rab, R-A-B, at rubforcongress.com is going to show on the screen. And I want you to contact me, communicate me, email me, tell me, give me your address, you know, get some gathering of 5, 10, 20 people, email me. I'll come and talk to you guys. I'll meet you. I want to have a direct connection with each and every one of you. It's hard to meet each and every one the way I'm going out into the district from, you know, park to park, shopping center to shopping center. You know, I'm going out there from Walmart to Walmart, you know, and all the other grocery stores that I can possibly go out to. But I want you to know, I want you to know that I'm trying to meet each and every one of you, okay? So if there's a gathering, a family gathering, a park, anything, just reach out to me, okay? Reach out to me. I would love to talk to you guys. And if there are issues that you want to share with me, please email me, call me, contact me, invite me. I will be there. I hope you got a gist of the election contest that I'm fighting, because I want you to know the reason is for you to understand what I'm fighting for, why I'm in the court, why I'm fighting this fight, because this fight is for all of us. This fight is about justice, fairness, and equality, and this fight is about our constitutional rights. Oh my God, if they're going to just crush my rights, what about everybody else? What about the due process? If you can go and overtake a process just to favor somebody, or if it's not favoritism, if it's not injustice, if there's no discrimination, show me. I was expecting when I went to file a contest, I thought the registrar and all these people are going to say, hey, what's the problem? What do you want? What are your thoughts on this? What is the issue? I thought they will call me and show me everything. Instead of showing me, they just blocked everything. I was blocked. Now I'm the enemy, number one. When I go to the registrar office, everybody looking at me, okay, you know, watch this guy. He took us to court. And I'm the guy who took you to court to protect the right of the people. I'm the guy to go to the court to bring in transparency, to bring in clarity, so that there is no doubt. Right now, the whole, oh my God, America is divided right now into red and blue because of election contest issues. Why can't we make it so clear that we remove the doubt? Like in vaccination, some people aren't getting vaccinated because they bring out all kinds of objections and arguments, which I haven't met some serious arguments or concerns on that whatsoever. So that's why I tell people, hey, get yourself vaccinated. But if there's a serious argument, bring it to me. I'll take it up and find out if it has any weightage. For now, there is none. So we got to protect each other. It is about the safety of our family and everybody else, okay? But as far as the election contest and due process and constitutional rights are concerned, guys, come on. Okay, there is a there, and this is why we are lucky to have an amazing judicial system, a justice system, where you can go to the next level. And I'm going to fight it. If I have to fight it all the way to U.S. Supreme Court, I promise you I will do that. But I have a lot of confidence and faith in the Court of Appeals, and I'm sure they're going to look at it. I'm fighting this on my own. There are no attorneys. You know, I was in the court arguing the case on the basis of simple law. There's no rocket science involved. There's a law that says under no circumstance, and they were not even able to defend the simplicity of the law that says under no circumstance. All they said was, well, in the beginning, the machines are not, or the system is not scan count, but later, yes, it is a scan count. So that means it is 2-in-1. And then further down the line, even if it is scan count, we didn't see it. Whoa, what's going on? And, you know, so that polluted the whole result. And this is why I was right all along. And I'm right now, and I'm hoping to get justice from court. And I believe that I will get justice. Okay, guys? Thank you once again. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate your time for you to listen to me. Please Subscribe me. I want you to listen to all the videos because I'm going to bring you news that others might not. I'm not going to bend anything. I'm not going to twist anything. I'm going to bring it to you. You know, it's not about red or blue. It's not about Republicans or Democrats. It's about America, okay? We got to remove the divide. We got to remove this hate. We got to bring the love together. And I know why it's there, because there's some forces out there working on the divide because it helps them. But for me, I'm going to put people together. I love each one of you, okay? It doesn't matter. I have my friends on both sides of the aisle. I love you all, and I have support from everyone. Please stay together. Please be safe. Get vaccinated. Those who haven't got vaccinated, I beg you, get vaccinated. There's no harm. There is no harm, no harm, no harm to get vaccinated. Get your boosters, get your flu shots, and let's believe in love, okay? Let's love each other. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you again. Raji Rab, congressional candidate, District 30, which is now District 32, California. I'll talk to you guys again, okay? Bye now. Bye.